During high school, my sister was perfect at everything. Perfect grades, homecoming queen, president of 3 clubs. She dated Marcus for 3 years, and everyone thought they'd get married. But senior year, Marcus dumped her for a baseball scholarship across the country. She didn't eat for 2 weeks and dropped out of debate team. She eventually started dating Derek, this accountant who worked at her gym. He wasn't exciting, but he was stable and obsessed with her, which I think she needed after Marcus destroyed her confidence. They got engaged after a year. She asked me to photograph her wedding. I'd just quit my corporate job to start a photography business and was barely getting clients. She knew I was desperate and offered to pay half up front, which covered my rent that month. The wedding was at a vineyard 2 hours away. I spent 14 hours shooting everything. Derek crying during vows, the toasts, guests dancing, 800 photos total. A week later, I sent her 50 edited previews. She texted immediately asking to meet for coffee. When I arrived, her laptop was open with all 50 photos in separate tabs. She ordered us both lattes, paid for mine, then slid her laptop toward me. She said she loved my work but needed something special for the album. She wanted me to Photoshop Marcus into every photo instead of Derek. I laughed because I thought she was joking until I saw her face. She'd been stalking Marcus's Instagram and saw he broke up with his girlfriend 2 months ago. She figured if she could show him wedding photos with his face in them, he'd realize what he lost and come back to her. She said Derek was just a placeholder while she waited for Marcus to be available again. I told her that was insane, and I wouldn't do it. She got quiet, then reminded me she gave me my first real client and recommended me to 4 of her friends who booked me. She said those friends trust her opinion completely. Then she mentioned my business only had 2 online reviews. I realized she was threatening to tank my reputation before it even started. My business was 3 months old. I had $900 in my bank account and rent due in 2 weeks. I told her I'd think about it and left. That night, I called my mom. She wasn't surprised. She said my sister had always been manipulative, but this was a new low. She told me to document everything and protect myself. So I screenshotted our texts and saved the original wedding photos to 3 hard drives. Then I got to work, but not the way she wanted. I photoshopped Derek out of half the photos completely, making it look like she had a solo wedding. In the other half, I replaced Derek with random male models from stock photo sites. An Asian guy in the ceremony, a black guy with a beard at the reception, a teenager in the cake cutting shot. I made the editing obviously terrible. Visible cut lines, mismatched lighting, one guy's head was too small. Then I packaged everything into a premium album and sent her an invoice for $800. No family discount. She called screaming 30 seconds later. She said I'd ruined her memories and the photos were unusable. I told her I'd done exactly what she asked, swapped out the groom, and extensive photo manipulation costs full price. She threatened to sue. I said I'd happily show a judge our texts where she asked me to Photoshop her ex into her wedding photos to manipulate him. She went silent. Then she started crying, saying she'd made a mistake and just wanted her normal photos back. I told her I'd send the originals for our original price, but I'd never work with her again. She paid the next day. I sent the real photos with a printed copy of our text exchange. 2 months later, my mom told me they were divorcing. My sister had gotten drunk during a fight and confessed everything about Marcus. Derek moved out that night.